Your vote 2024, we have new details about that deadly drone attack in Jordan as the U.S. has now named a culprit. Now the world waits for America's response as President Joe Biden deals with mounting pressure on all sides.
This is all happening during a fragile time as his administration seeks to win a re-election. Washington correspondent Julia Benbrook joining us now live from the White House. Julia, good evening to you.
Good evening. This afternoon, the White House formally announced that they believe an umbrella group of militants called Islamic Resistance in Iraq was responsible for the drone attack. Earlier this week, President Joe Biden told reporters that he knows how he's going to respond. But the clock is now ticking, and he faces a delicate balancing act.
I don't think we need a wider war in the Middle East. That's not what I'm looking for.
It's been 3 days since a drone attack killed 3 U.S. soldiers and injured dozens more in Jordan. The U.S. says the Iran-backed militants launched the strike. Iran denies involvement, but President Joe Biden says they're not innocent.
I do hold them responsible in the sense that they're supplying the weapons to the people who did it.
The president now faces the tough task of punishing the perpetrators without escalating tensions in the region.
Sure, it feels good. It feels macho to say that we are going to destroy our enemies. But at this time, what the United States often does best is not simply go in half-cocked, but rather gather our allies, bring a force to bear.
The question for the commander-in-chief is whether his actions in the coming days will convince Iran and its proxies that America's tolerance has been exhausted.
The GOP presidential hopefuls are also weighing in.
You're just going to see Iran escalate. It's only going to get worse from here. We have to start righting this ship.
Former President Donald Trump continues to blast the White House on all fronts. In a statement released Tuesday night, he said, quote, "Never has it been more clear that Joe Biden simply cannot be commander-in-chief." While Iran denies any responsibility for the attack, one of its military leaders said today that the country will not let any threats by the United States go unanswered. Reporting live in Washington, D.C., Julia Benbrook, WISH TV.
All right, Julia.